All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please invite your friends. And we did not inform people in advance that we will be live on air, but be ready always. When I have time, I will go live. Yesterday we made a video, if you remember, where a Muslim sheikh, he was explaining why the Quran is not from God. And this guy is a Muslim. I mean, he's a sheikh too. He's not just a Muslim, not a normal, he's not a YouTuber. He's, officially a sheikh, not like those people who grow a beard, go to speaker corner, and they have no idea what they are talking about. And then the Muslims comment, they start coming as usual. And always Muslim comment, I find it really kind of hilarious. When you hear or you read a Muslim comment, you will see that this person, he wasn't even listening to the video. I mean, he is making a comment about the video, but obviously he did not even see the video. So today we will see how Muslim comment about us. Somebody saying how you can get my books, you can get them only from Amazon. This is the only place to buy. Here, let us go down. Here we go. We have a Muslim, his name is Tim Hamad. And this is what he said. One of those books, which mean either the Bible or the Quran, is not from God. Bible, the earth is a flat. Circle does not move. 5,780 years young. Noah flood worldwide because of fallen angels rape women on earth. This is his claim. I said to him, and he continued then saying, all disproven by science. Then, verse Quran, earth is a circle, move in orbit, Noah flood original, confirmed by science. Now how are you led astray? I said to him, okay, well, I will answer your lies in the coming video, yet I would like you to show us the verses which prove what you just said, in both the Bible and the Quran. And we will laugh better. Can you? I mean, guys, is that a legitimate request? You mention things about the Bible. Well, you need to prove it. Where in the Bible it says the flood of Noah happened because there's angels came down and raped women? The fact, this is in the Quran. In the Quran, there's two angels. They are Harut and Marut, and they are the one who rape women. Actually, they did not rape women. This people, the woman, her name is Venus, which is, we knew who was Venus. This is from the legend of the Greek. And your prophet is nothing but a fraud. And then he said to me, good, glad to provide you with topic. Hope your video subscriber improve. Cat videos have more views more than your channel. My friend, we will talk about my video views in a second. I can provide you with more topic in the future. For example, why does the Bible and church teach opposite things? Bible, God is not a man. He who dies in the cross and cursed. The Bible doesn't say, God is not a man. The Bible says God is not a man who, like, the man he lie, God don't lie. So God, when we say God is not a man who lie, we are saying that God is not like a man who lie. He's not a liar. You're a fool. Secondly, die in the cross and cursed. Yes, the Bible confirmed that those who die in the cross, they are cursed, for they commit a crime. So if they are dying in the cross for a crime they did, then they are cursed. But Jesus did not. So he died in the cross, but he did not commit a crime, and you are a fool again. None can bear sin for another. That's wonderful. So why Allah will put the sin of all the Muslims on the Christians and the Jews, as your prophet said? You see the stupidity? We will go over those things and we will die laughing one by one. And then here I say to him, how cute. I have millions watch my videos, but not in my page, for I don't keep my video. However, thank you for helping Muhammadan. Still, I am waiting for your reference. That what you said, so we can laugh. Or maybe you got a big mouth, and but you cannot use it in my page. Otherwise, you're afraid to be busted. Then he said again, millions, dude, you barely get 10,000. This channel no one is buying into your hate. My friend, if I click one click right now, here we go, just a second. I will show you how many people watch my videos, but because I don't keep videos on my channel, I don't keep them, everybody knows. Look, I'm making videos for years and years. How many videos I have? Share a few, because every few days I delete all my, okay. What is the view of this video? 1 million Indonesians, they saw this video. 1,048,000. 1,048,000 Indonesian alone, just in Indonesia. Do you see it? No comment. Now we go back. We don't want to go down to the level of the children's, but it's okay. Now he said, you will end up like Spencer Giller, etc., where leaders post 9/11 spreading Islamophobia. They were filled 9. It's a mosque. They okay, 2,000 mosques. My friend, you Muslims in USA are not even 1%, not even 1% of population, and the number of Muslims is decreasing badly. There is a conference. The Muslims they were discussing why Muslims are leaving Islam. Why, especially Muslim youth. So give me a break. Where is the Muslims? Where we can find them? Maybe you are counting the nation of Islam. Anyway, let us go back to business and love. We don't want to go down to the level of stupidity. Every single thing he said here, it is in the Quran, not in the Bible. Islam is like a whore who claim to be virgin. Literally. The Bible is a flat earth. Okay, where is the verse in the Bible that says the earth is a flat? I challenge anyone to show me. Who is a Muslim in the chat want to show me the verse? Who is a Muslim want to show me in the Bible a verse that says the earth is a flat? Mayday. Who is a Muslim want to show me a verse in the Bible that says the earth is a flat? They will say to you the four corners of the earth. This is a figure of speech. We use it until now. Actually, the Bible is the only one who mentions scientific fact about the earth long before scientists discovered. I found a page for kids, so I'm going to use it for you, Tim Hammett, because you sound like a kid. All right. This is a page for kids, made for kids. Oh, this is for the Muslims. Hold on, this one. This is a page for kids. It says 5 biblical facts that science later proved to be true. Okay, what is that? The shape of the earth. The shape of the earth. Where it says the shape of the earth? Isaiah chapter 42, verse number 20. And that he has inscribed a circle on the surface of the water. Sorry, inscribed a circle of the earth. So the Bible mentioned clearly, if we go directly to the Bible, let us do that. You will see that how God, he mentioned how the earth is shaped long before anyone from those who call themselves scientists today discover it. All right. So when a Muslim he come to us and he say, any statement, we literally laugh, because either you are a person who knew what you are talking about, or you are a person who is making things up, and people will laugh at you, right? Vads and Barnas too much before Bible. I don't know what are you talking about. What Vads and Barnas? So anyway, when we see that the Bible speak about the circle of the earth, I would do this without going to a verse directly. All right. Just type in the search engine, Bible, the circle of the earth, and you will see verses appear speaking about how God, he mentioned the shape of the earth, or the Bible mentions supposedly, because you Muslim, you are saying that this is a book of error and the earth is a flat. So how the earth is a flat in the Bible, yet the Bible says the circle of the earth? And remember here, we are talking about a book written way before computers, before we can say even there is science or scientists are exist, to have somebody have a profession of science. Because a profession of science, took way before, I mean, people who work in science usually, they are hired by king. And most of those scientists who hired by king, it was about chemical, like trying to convert material to make them gold. This is the interest to be rich, etc. But the real science is, for me, is not really still exist, because all what we have is just discovery. This is not science, because discovery of a thing, I just discover it. How I can call that science? Like I open the door of my room, I find something inside the room, and that is science. So what we can call science today is opening doors by new technology, and we can see more, and then that is supposedly called science, but it's just discovery. So as you see, the circle of the earth is mentioned. Then if we go more, we will find the Bible mention that the air have weight. For sure, all the Old Testament is long before Muhammad, regardless if it's 104,000 or 2,000 years or 600, it doesn't matter. As long as they came before Muhammad, they cannot claim anything. The air has a weight. You can read the verses. I'm not going to go over this because the Bible is not a book of science anyway. For me, I will not be a believer because of science. This is a stupid statement. You see, when a Muslim, he says he believes in science, he is a liar and he is contradicting himself. Because if you believe that Mary, the mother of Jesus, she gave birth to Jesus without having a man, that means you are against science. So are you with science or you are with the Quran? You know what I'm talking about? Science doesn't accept that women, she can have a son without a man. As simple as that. Regardless you are a Muslim or you are a Christian, but because you are a Muslim, you lost your dignity and your honesty, and you claim that you have science, and we die laughing at your science in the Quran, and we will show everybody that everything you said, the earth is a flat, is in the Quran. The sky is a roof. Allah, he left the sky up from the earth. There is columns carry the sky. There's a mountain surrounding the earth. Allah, he placed mountains in the top of the earth. The baby creation, Allah, the sperm transform into a congealed blood. So anyway, so all of those things here, this is just a page for kids. I'm not going to go over it. You can read it yourself. All of those proven by the Bible. Actually, the Bible is the only book which was written long before any science, speaking that the earth is hanged on nothing. That's amazing. I find it amazing. You see, because saying that something is circle, I mean, if you look around you, you will see everything around you is circle. The moon is a circle. The sun is a circle. Many planets we appear by our naked eyes, they are circle. So it's, most likely the earth is circle too, even if we don't have technology yet. But to say that the earth is hanged on nothing, that is amazing. While in the Quran, we find that the Muslims, they believe that the earth is in the top of a bowl. In the top of a whale, sorry, and the whale in the top of a bowl. You remember? We can go over those things again and we can die laughing. So let us go back to his statement. So, I'm using his statement actually for entertainment. I said to myself, let us have some coffee with our family and let us laugh together, The Bible is a flat. We showed you that it's not. But let us go to the Quran, as long as you mentioned this. The Muslims, there is a Muslim kid, he is like 20 years old. He made a video, says the earth is a circle. Let me search for it. Just to show you how where Muslims they get their information from. Muslims, they are not people who know what they are talking about. They get it from a kid. A kid, they made a video saying the earth is a circle in the Quran. All right. Does the Quran indicate that the earth is a flat? This is Shabir Ali. Let us use Shabir Ali video. Hold on. Let us use Shabir Ali. Shabir Ali, your sheikh. Let us see what Shabir Ali will say.
Welcome back. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com.
In fact, there are some passages which some Muslim scholars have interpreted as meaning that the earth is flat, but those passages just simply has the purpose of indicating that God has made the earth.
Did you hear? Did you hear? The Quran have passages, and the Muslim scholars they give interpretation for them that the earth is a flat. The Muslim scholar, who is Shabir Ali? Is he a scholar? No. This guy, he don't even know how to read his prophet name correctly. Where is the earth is a circle in the Quran? Did you hear it? You're a scholar, give interpretation for the Quran that the earth is a flat. And now he's trying to explain, and the fact, the verses in the Quran doesn't really say, let's listen, and die laughing.
Earth livable for you, so it's a nice flat surface where you are. But if we think more globally, the Quran speaks of the earth as something that is actually round. For example, God says, "Yukawiru layla ala nahar," or "Yukawiru nahara ala layl." God coils the day around the night and the night around the day.
You see, here the corruption of this guy. None of the Muslim scholars agree with him that this is make the earth not a flat. The fact, this is proving that the earth is a flat. Why? Let us go to the Quran. You see, this is how when you get someone like Christian Prince, those people, they disappear. This is why this potato don't dare to debate me. Let us switch to Arabic. The Quran claims that Allah, it is He who extended the shade. How you can extend the shade or the shadow unless you believe that the earth is a flat? This is how Allah explained how the shade or the shadow extended. Read carefully. Don't you see by your vision how the Lord, how He doth prolong the shadow? Do you see it? Number two, Shabir Ali, he just quote for us a verse saying that Allah yukawwiru layla al nahar. Let us see what does that mean. Just to show you again that they are desperately trying to prove the opposite of the Quran's teaching. Because this verse proving that the Quran is false. Again. Here we go. This is the verse he was quoting for us. He created the heaven and the earth. He makes the night overlap the earth, the day, and the day overlap the night. And he subjugated the sun and the moon. Each on follow a course for a time appointed. Okay. Now this is a translation. I don't know translation of who. This is Yusuf Ali. If you change the translator, you will might find different words, different meaning, because this is normal between Muslims. They play games with the Quran. They bend in the agenda. If you read here carefully, it is He who created the heaven and the earth with truth, and He makes the night go in the day and make the day go in the night, and has subjected the sun and the moon, each running on its fixed course. Each what? Each the day and the night and the moon and the sun. They are running in their course. So the Quran teach that the day is an object, the night is an object, The moon is an object, the sun is an object, and they are going in a course. How we understand that course? Who can explain the Quran better than the one who made the Quran? Muhammad himself. Let us go. Because you see, Shabir Ali can say the scholars are wrong, and he is right, because supposedly he is the scholar who cannot even read Arabic. If we go there, Muhammad explained to his followers where the sun goes. The sun every day goes and sleep in a murky, muddy, hot water, as you see. And this is Muhammad talking, not Shabir Ali. So look like Muslims today, they take the statement of Shabir Ali, which is trying by the Quran saying the earth is a flat, and he says the earth is a flat. You know, he made it flat for you. But this doesn't mean all of it is flat. It's like where we live. No. Read carefully. I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this is it? I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said, it's set in a muddy, hot water, a spring of warm water. Now, are you going to spank Muhammad for lying? Please do. Because obviously, you know better about Islam, those Muslims who post comment or Shabir Ali, more than their prophet. Obviously, their prophet is a liar. The Muslims are not liars. They are telling the truth. The earth is a circle. Muhammad is lying here. Let us get him busted. So I want the Muslim to make videos to get Muhammad busted for his lying. The Quran doesn't say, brother, that the earth is a flat, brother. Muhammad saying that. Now, here what we imply from this, that the earth is a center and the earth is a flat, and the sun is moving from the east to the west every day, sleeping under the throne of Allah in the muddy water, and then ask for permission to come back again, as explained in different hadith. As if we go down, you know, we will find Muhammad even explained the same verse which Shabir Ali was quoting, just to show you how Shabir Ali, he have no legitimate reasoning. You know, he's just trying his best to defend. Can Shabir Ali defend what his prophet said? Can he say Muhammad is wrong? I challenge him. Once I was with Allah Messenger in the mosque at the time of sunset. The prophet says, "Oh Abu Dhar, do you know Abu Dhar is a companion who used to accompany Muhammad to eat shish kebab for free food? You know, there's many, they accompany Muhammad just because wherever he go, he get a free food, you know. Where the sun set, I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it goes and prostrate underneath Allah's throne, and that Allah statement, and the sun runs into a fixed course. You see it? So the fixed course which Shabir Ali was mentioning, that the sun is moving every day in the sunset. You know what I mean? But Shabir Ali was quoting for us the verse saying this is about how the sun movement. I mean, how the earth is moving, and the earth is not flat. But his prophet says something totally the opposite. So which one we can consider the one is saying as the truth? The founder of Islam, the prophet of Islam, or Shabir Ali? The guy who is coming from Pakistan, he do not know what he is talking about. You be the judge. There is a verse in the Quran, the Muslims made videos about it, that this verse is speaking about the earth is a flat. The fact that word there, sorry, about the earth is a circle. The fact, this is one of their fabrication. As I said, this is a video made by 19 years old at that time. And then the Muslim copy paste like crazy. Chapter 79, verse number 30. This is about Allah making the earth flat. Imagine, guys, those Muslims in the videos, they translate this sentence here, that Allah, he made the earth in the shape of an egg. A shape of an egg. The word the ha, they say it's mean an egg. This is stupid of them to say so. You can go to the dictionary right now. You can copy this video, this word. This is the word. Chapter 79, verse number 30, this word. You don't speak Arabic, no problem. And you can kick it to any dictionary and you will find that this is what the word the ha mean. It's make it flat. You see the ha. Let me show you how you do the ha, the action of the ha. What do you call the thing you use to make a dough, like to make the dough flat? What do you call it, guys? When your mom, she is making cookies or etc., she make a dough and she make it flat. What do you call that thing? Anyone can remind me? You know what I'm talking about? A rolling pin. Okay, a rolling pin. Let us search for a rolling pin. Thank you, Philip. This is what the haha is. Yeah. A rolling pin. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, this is exactly how you do the haha. This is about pushing something in the top of something and making it flat, flattening the thing. So the Quran is saying Allah, He made it flat. Now, how we can confirm that this is what the verse is saying? Maybe Christian Prince is lying. How Christian Prince he can confirm that? Let us go and see the interpretation. Actually, Shabir Ali already, he says the Muslim scholar, they give interpretation that yes, this is the earth is a flat. And those are the professional and those the highest. So why the highest who speak highest language, they say it's a flat if it doesn't mean flat? Shabir Ali explains saying, oh yeah, it says a flat, but Allah did not mean it's a flat. You see the hypocrisy, I mean, see the stupidity. So the word it says, he agree that the Quran says that the earth is a flat, literally. Not like maybe, this is not interpretation. The word, the haha, is a flat. Read carefully, guys. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. And he spread out the earth, as I said to you, using a roll pin, and he made it flat. You see it? Do you see it? Is that a translation of Christian Prince? No. Firas Hamza, the Institute of Islamic Thought, Amman. Is that the book of a Christian Prince? No. Tafsir al-Jalalain. So the Muslim who made the post saying that the Bible says the earth is a flat, the fact it is in the Bible where the earth is not a flat, it is in the Quran where the earth is a flat. Let us go to the second comment so we can laugh more. And then he said, the earth is a flat, does not move. I asked him, show us the verse where it says that, and so we can laugh. Then he says, the earth is 5,780 years young. What? You see, just to show you how Muslims, they fool themselves. Suddenly the Muslims, they agree that the earth has millions of years of age. But if we go and read the Quran, we will find the following. And here you see how Muslims, they don't want really to follow the Quran. They want to follow a YouTuber. Nobody want to believe in the Quran no more. They want to follow a YouTuber who is lying to them. Either you know that it's a lie or you are following a liar, because the Quran is so clear. The Quran says, Allah, He created the earth. And the heaven in 6 days. Do you see it? So when you say the Bible is saying the 6 days and you are laughing at it, that means you are laughing at the Quran. And not only that, the Quran confirms that 1 day for Allah is equal to 1,000 years of your count. So now we showed you the verse where it says Allah, He created the earth in 6 days. Earth and the heaven, not only the earth and the heaven, both in 6 days. And if we go to different verse, we will find let us see. Chapter 32, verse number 5. It says that a day of Allah is equal 1,000 year of your counting. Do you see it? 32, chapter number 5. So Allah created the heaven and the earth in 6 days. Every day for Allah is equal to 1,000 year. We got 6,000 years total. So he's laughing at his God, his religion, because he's ignorant as usual. Now we continue. Then he says, Noah flood worldwide because fallen angel rape women on earth. You know, I find that this is really, I mean, when a Muslim he make a statement, you make me laugh simply because you fabricate things and you make things up. This is the book of Genesis, and this is why the flood of Noah happened, as is described in the book of Genesis. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted. Do you see it? So why are you bringing your stories and making things up? However, as long you are the one who mentioned the story of raping women by angels, let us go to the Quran and laugh together. Allah, He opened a school for teaching magic. It's called Harry Potter. Chapter 2, verse 102 in the Quran is speaking about Harry Potter school, which opened by Allah, and he was the principal of the school with the long beard. However, he have two teachers who Allah He chose to teach Harry Potter magic. Their name, the angel Harut and Marut. And Allah He sent them down in the tower of the Babylon. The Muslim will say to you, where it says tower, it says Babylon. Okay, so why Allah He chose Babylon? What is in Babylon? There's a tower of Babylon. Very well known. They came from the sky where? In the Babylon. What is in the Babylon? And why in the Babylon Allah want to open His school to teach magic? And why Allah want to teach him magic? Anyone can tell me? I mean, why Allah He sent two angels down to earth to teach magic? Anyone have an idea? What kind of a God we are talking about? God, He sent two angels to teach magic. And look at the reasoning. Allah explained why He opened the school. He said that Harut and Marut, neither of those two angels taught anyone such a thing, which means magic, till they had said, we only for a trial, so disbelieve not, by learning this magic from us. And from those angels people learn that which caused separation between the man and the wife. Unbelievable. So if you have a problem with your wife, obviously the one behind of this is the school of Allah, which opened in the Babylon. Your solution, my friend, is with Allah and His magic. Allah He placed magic on you by His angel Harut and Marut. And now your wife is pulling up your hair. And she is asking you why you did not wash the dishes, huh? With hair like, and now her sharp nails is coming in your face. Like, Harut and Marut is controlling me. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to ask for divorce because Harut and Marut have a spell on me. Ooh, ooh. This is God. This is God who sent two angels to open a school of Harut and Marut. And the purpose of this school is to make the wife and the husband fight. How noble of Allah. Do you see even the noble reason of Allah? Noble, very noble. Allah is a good God. He opened a school so He can teach us how we can cause people to divorce and the children will be homeless. And maybe the husband will kill the wife because she divorced him. Maybe he's a crazy guy. And then we will have domestic violence because now they are fighting. Do you see how noble is Allah? Wonderful God. However, this guy in his statement, he said that Angels, they rape women, right? Well, let us go and see where we can find what he's talking about. Abdul, this is alislam.org. This is your Muslim website. The name of the article, they're asking me to donate for them. Sure, I will donate for sure. Thank you. Yeah. In the account of Harut and Marut. Harut and Marut. Okay. Who is the one is telling us the story? A big sheikh. Okay. Allah said, and here they quote the same verse I was quoting for you. But however, if you go down, because we don't make the story really long, it's long. You have to read the whole article. It's not an article actually. It says they are quoting what is written in their books. So the angels, they told Allah, are you going to make someone like Adam to send him down to earth, and we can do better? So Allah, he told them, okay, no problem. Select 2 angels of you, and I will send them down to earth. And I will give them the nature of a human being. And I will put in them the desire for eating, drinking, etc. All right? So the angels, they say to Allah, we can do better. Why you want to give the earth to Adam? So Allah said to them, okay, let us see if this is true. Give me 2 of you, the best of you, the best of the angels. Choose 2 of you. I will give them the nature as Adam, and let us see if they can do better than Adam. Then when he sent them down in the Babylon, and he gave them the nature of Adam, let us see what happened. The story is like, I mean, I will post the link for you so you can die laughing. But then let us see what happened here. All right. When they arrived to the earth, they saw a woman. Now the 2 angels had taught about the women that they were forbidden from. Allah forbid them from women. Okay? They discuss it between themselves, and they decide to walk away from temptation. What happened? The woman, they saw a woman when the angels were walking. He sent 2 angels to the earth from 2 handsome men, as in the form of 2 handsome men, very handsome. And then he made them camp in the Babylon. Where? In the Babylon. When they came to the earth, they saw a beautiful woman, very beautiful woman, advancing toward them. She was fully adorned and profound, and her face was invalid. She is not wearing burqa. Now the 2 angels had thought about the women that they were forbidden from. They discuss it between themselves, and they decide to walk away from the temptation. So the 2 angels now get horny. After walking a few steps, passion overpowered them, and they returned to that woman, and they asked her to allow them to have sex with her. The guy was saying to us, angels, they rape women, etc. I mean, you see it, Abdul? The angel of Allah, Harut and Marut, they are asking a woman to have sex with them. Then that woman, she said, in my religion does not allow me to lie with you unless you adopt my religion. You have to convert to my religion, which is Islam, because Islam at the end of the day is the religion of the devil. They inquire her religion. Now for sure the angels supposedly already are Muslims, right? Because they are angels of Allah. However, this woman, she was sent by Allah. She is a Muslim at the end of the day. She presented the devil, but Allah is the devil in the same time. She said, I can only fulfill the desire of the one who worship my Allah. See with me, my Allah, and who prostrate before my Allah. And she pointed toward an idol, saying, this is my Allah. Allah is an idol. Allah is an idol. The angel looked one to one another and explained now we would do two sin. The first one having sex with her, the second one is bowing to an idol. All right? And then they consulted again, but desire overtook them. So they said to the women, we are agree, they agree with her to bow down to her God, Allah, and they agree so they can have sex with her, She said, as you prepared to bow down before my idol Allah, you must first drink wine. Now they have to drink wine, because prostration without taking wine is not recognized. The angel consult again, and now three sin confront us: drinking wine, having illegal sexual intercourse, and prostrating before idol. They said to the women, verily you have proved a big trouble for us. Still we are ready to do whatever. Those guys are so horny. They are holding their private part. They cannot even think logically. That's it. They want to have sex. Whatever you say, we will do. All right? So they drank wine, and they bow down before the idols. And then they get ready to lie down with the women, when suddenly a beggar entered the place, and they asked him, who are you, and why have you come here? He replied, your condition make me doubt about your intention. I mean, look at this story, how silly. The guy, he get inside the tent, and he is a beggar. I mean, how the beggar get inside the tent? Secondly, they are naked, and there's a woman with them. Your intention, what intention? Isn't it obviously they are having sex? And what's your business? Then you are fearful and frightened, and yet you have brought this woman to a solitary place. Surely you are evil fellows. Saying this, and he went away. Here you see the story, not only stupid to the point, the one who made the story is a donkey. He is a certified donkey, because remember, the angels were challenging Allah that if he sent down Adam to the earth, he don't deserve it, he will do mischievement. But as you see, we have already Adam people in the earth. You know what I mean? Guys, are you listening carefully? Do you see how stupid the story? Isn't it the angel that said to him, you are going to send Adam, and he is the one to do mischievement? And Allah wanted to prove that they are not going to do the same. But then when they went down to the earth, this is the people of Adam. There is women, there is man, there is people. So how there is no Adam on earth yet? Because those people, they came before Adam. The children of Adam exist before he created Adam. And the beggar, who is he? Who is he? Anyway. And that woman told the two, I swear by my Allah, this man knows you, and is aware of your place, and he has gone to disgrace both of you. These guys are afraid of their reputation now. So I will not draw near you. You must first kill him, so that he might not be able to disgrace us. Okay. So now they went after the man and killed him. Now, and just to make the story simple, at the end she told them, if you want to sleep with me, you have to give me the password to go to heaven. To go to where? Heaven. The two angels, they had sex with her. Here we go, just to make the story short. Both, okay, the women now, to allow them to have sex with her, and she made the prostrate before her idol, and made a drink, and beggar killed. So they did everything she asked for. And now, but she will not be pleased with them unless they teach her the way of going to heaven. You need a map. You cannot go to heaven without a map. You need a map, you need GPS. Now those two angels used to decide people disputes during the day and go up to the heaven at night. They refused to teach the women how to go to heaven, and she in return did not fulfill their desire. At least the angels agree to last wish of the women, which means to tell her how to go to heaven. So also taught her how to go up to the heaven. In order to experiment, she uttered the word thought by them. It's like, say, Shalshashut Malbalut. This is a word, like secret word, and the door of the heaven will open for you. You know, there's a magic. It's a magic, you know, Harut and Marut. You know, shish kebab, hummus. So they taught her the word which will open the door to heaven. So she can go right away to heaven. So she she uttered the words taught by them, and at once she reached the heaven. Like she just said the word, like Shalshachut Karkakut, Ha Ha, Harut and Marut. By finishing the sentence, she is bingo. She is in the heaven, brother. While two stood wide-eyed, Allah turned the woman into a star. Anyone knows what is the name of the star? Let us see who of you remember. Who is this star? Who remember? Anyone remember? What is the name of this star? No one remember? Venus. Thank you. This is where Venus, obviously Islam is nothing but pagan, stealing legions from the Greek people, making them part of their religion, and Muhammad is nothing but a mule. It's Venus. It's even mentioned in their book that it is Venus. My page froze. Okay. For some reason my page froze here. I cannot move anything. I'm not sure why. Let's try again. Here we go. Even in their website they mentioned that this is Venus. Al-Ayyash reported that another chain that once Amir blah 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 blah. Okay, he said that it was the red star that is Venus. So the Muslims agree that Venus. Here we go. Read carefully. This star Venus was a very beautiful woman. She had gone one of those two angels for obtaining some kind of decision, and at the very first sight of her, the angel fell in love with her and told her that the truth is with you. Do you see it? So I'm not one who's making statements saying this is Venus, and it's not. This is you Muslim believe that this is Venus. So look what you Muslim believe, that angels they sleep with, literally. This is not like metaphorically. It's no. The angels, those angels, they sleep with women, have sex with Venus, the goddess of a beautiful woman, because Venus is a goddess. And now the Islam explain this red star, what is the origin of it? This is a woman who has sex with angels and she got the code to go to heaven. So if we go back to the statement of this Muhammadan, who won the reference? Guys, do you have the reference? Actually, the admin is posting the reference already for you. Thank you. You can save it and you can laugh in your own time. And you can read the whole page there to see the stupidity of this cult. So when a Muslim he claimed things, we find that those things are in his book, not in our book. What he just said, found in his book, not in our book. Then he says that the earth is the flood of Noah worldwide because fallen angels. Okay. I don't know. He did not mention. You see, because Maybe he did not mean that, so I will not go in that part where about the flood was worldwide. Because the Muslim, they claim that the Bible says the flood cover all the earth, and they claim the Quran never say that, and the Hadith doesn't say that, when the fact it does. But maybe he did not mention this here, so I will not go over it. Versus the Quran, the earth is in a circle shape and move in an orbit, and Noah flood original. Where is Noah flood original? What Noah flood original? Noah flood original is in the Quran. How this can be original if this is a story being copied from other books, and if this book came 600 years after Jesus and way after Noah? Secondly, as long you are talking about the flood of Noah, why Allah he caused the flood of Noah? Any Muslim can tell us? Why Allah he caused the flood of Noah? The Bible explains why. Violent corruption in earth. Okay. Why Allah caused the flood of Noah according to Islam? Any Muslim? Read and love. According to the Quran, the people of Noah, they accuse Noah of not flying. He is not a prophet. And because they accuse him of being a liar, Allah destroyed them all. Do you see it? The Bible will not. God did not say, because if you accuse of a prophet of lying, I will destroy the earth. The Bible says, because the earth became violent, corrupt. Regional. Okay, I read it wrong. Okay, sorry for reading it wrong then. He said regional. Oh, okay, so he mentioned that. Okay, agreed. Guys, he just mentioned that the flood was regional. Did he say that? All right. Let us see. I thought he did not mention it. In a second, he will say, I did not say so. I did not mention so. Okay. Remember, he said it's regional, right? All right. Read the Quran with me. This is the story of Noah. The waves which was in the flood of Noah was in the shape of mountains. Was what? In the shape of mountains. Or in the size of mountains, sorry. In order to say that the waves in a size of mountains, either you are exaggerating or this is true. You know what I mean? Either it's just a figure of a speech, it's not really in the size of a mountain, let's say it's a big wave, or Allah, he is saying the truth. He is not exaggerating like a human being can exaggerate. He can say, oh, the wave was like a mountain, but it's not really in the size of a mountain. Maybe it was like 10 meters high. How we discover what Allah he meant? Very simple. Always we have other reference to prove the Quran made by Muslims, provided by Muslims, which really helped me a lot always to expose Islam. Give me a second. All right. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain, and it's sealed with them amid waves like mountains in the term of their height and size. So this is literally. So in order to say they are in the height of the mountains, that's mean they are in the height of mountains, and that's mean they cover the mountains. In order for waves to cover mountains, will they have to be all over the earth? Because how high the water was, how you can reach that point. As an example, if you reach the top of Everest, how high the water should go to make the Everest mountain disappear. Not only that, we can prove that this is what the Quran is saying by Muhammad and his followers' statement, to the point that Muhammad, he says that when the flood is over, the boat of Noah landed on the top of a mountain. Landed in the top of mountains. Let us see. Let me try to find you some reference. And just to show you the stupidity of those who claim to be Muslims when they try to prove us wrong. When we go to the Quran and we read this verse here, and then we go to Ibn Kathir. Let us see Ibn Kathir. And now what he would say, Ibn Kathir is a liar. For sure. You know. Give me a second. Actually, I remember once that he was saying to them, to the Christians, when he debate. You see, this is the problem. When a Christian they debate Muslims, they do not know Islam, because then they can attack you and you don't have an answer for what they say, right? It's one direction attack. Okay, let us go. I will go to the Quran again. Chapter 11, verse number 42. I will go to Ibn Kathir. Give me a second. I will put it for you on the screen. He just made fun, says that the one who says that the earth was covered by water is stupid, right? Is stupid. Let us see what it says in Ibn Kathir. وَفَارَ التَّنُّورِ, explaining وَفَارَ التَّنُّورِ. What فَارَ التَّنُّورِ mean? Tanur, first of all, this is not an Arabic word. And the Tanur, by the way, the Muslims believe, which is something they copy from the fairy tales of the Jews, that, do you know the Mosque of the Rock? Who knows the Mosque of the Rock? Let me search for it. In the inside this place, there's a rock. But many do not know what is behind this story here. Let us see if we can find some images. Give me a second. I'm searching in Google for images inside the mosque. All the pictures I see now, it just the mosque from outside. Okay. We will change the search. Okay, look like we found something here. Let us see, hold on. I'm just trying to be sure that this is authentic. Give me a second. Anyway, just to make it simple, supposedly God, when he did the flood of Noah, and then he decided to stop the flood of Noah, he put that rock in the top of the tanur. Tanur, which is mentioned in the Quran. Tanur is simply a hole, usually can be even for fire, like where people make bread. So it's a hole. You make it either from mud or rocks, or even you dig in the ground. So if you go here in the Quran, chapter 11, verse number 40, it says, حتى إذا جاء أمرنا وفار التنور. All right. The tanur here is where the water was coming, and where the water was coming, it was from that place in Jerusalem where the water started coming. And then when God decided to stop the water, Allah, he put a rock in the top of that hole in the ground, and this is how he stopped the water from coming out. If you take that rock, the water will come again, and we will have a flood of Noah. All right. Now, just to show you that this guy is an ignorant, he do not know what he's talking about, this is Ibn Kathir. Hold on. When the tanur in the face of the earth, which means the verse mean that the face of the earth became gushing water spring. This is continued until the water gush forth from the tananir, which means there's many of them, but this is not really what happens supposedly, which are place of fire. Therefore, water even gush from the place where fire normally would be. This is the opinion of majority of the Salaf, the majority, not one or two, and the scholars of the Khalaf, which means the one he came after. Allah commanded Noah to select pair from every kind. Okay, so they take a male and female, and then he says, I want to see actually if the English translation is the same as the Arabic, because until now, I didn't see. I didn't see where it says it cover all the earth, because in Arabic it says until it appear in the top of the mountain. So we have to find where it says the mountain. Hold on. I don't see that now. See, they took it off. This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic, and this is Ibn Kathir in English. Ibn Kathir in Arabic, it says, and it is running by waves as mountains, which mean the ship and those who they are in the ship on the top of the water, until the whole earth was covered by water, and then the ship was landed in the top of the and then the water even extend over the highest head of the mountains. Now, just to show you the fraud of the Muslims who translate, why we cannot find this here. Anyone see it? Maybe I miss it. Why we don't find what it says in Arabic, that the water went up off the top of the mountain? I don't see it. I'm searching. I don't see. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, I don't see it. You know, to make it simple for you, this is an Islamic website, islamweb.net. They are asking the scholar. I will translate for you this link into English. Use Google Translation. I mean, what we can do, we have to use Google Translation. Give me a second, hold on. The Muslims, they say, oh, we don't believe in this. We don't believe that the earth was covered, all of it, by the water. That's a lie in the Bible. We don't believe in that. The fact, this is absolutely false. They believe in that, and they are liars. But nothing new. They lie just to make Islam what they want. I will click in the front of you. I will choose translate to English, live on air. And this is the question, hadith, fatwa number. This is fatwa. This is not YouTuber. Those are sheikhs. Big sheikhs. Fatwa number 210199. Translate to English. The flood of Noah, peace be upon him, local or global? This is the question. Do you see the title? The title is so clear. Even we are using Google Translation, but still the title is so clear. So the question is, was the flood of Noah local or global according to Islam? The answer. Here the question is Noah flood the global flood covering all the land up to the mountain, or it is local and only cover one area? And the text, etc. So this is the question. The answer. Praise be to Allah. Made blah 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 blah. Okay, and then he says, Noah flood spread all over the earth, as stated by the scholars, interpretation and other who understand the great Quran. Therefore, there is no need to interrupt it. The Quran is so clear about that. What proves general flood is the statement of Allah Almighty, the Quran, where it says, and they mention to you chapter of Hud, verse number 43. All right, so they are quoting for you the Quran, which is proving that. And then he says, and then the Almighty said, we opened the gates of heaven with poured water, and the earth blow us with eyes. Chapter of the Moon, verse number 11-12. Okay, that the whole earth became eyes, the whole earth became spring of waters. The people of Tafsir said, God sent from heaven rain. But this is supposed to, you see how stupid the Quran, how you say Tanur, where it's coming from the ground, and you are now saying rain. Which one? Okay. Then he says, so the earth had not promised, blah, 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 okay, and the earth commanded, blah, 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 okay. And now he said, Ibn Kathir, in the interpretation of Ibn Kathir, it says, when God Almighty said, it is carried out with them in a wave like mountains, That is the ship walking with them in the face of the water, which all translation is funny and silly. It doesn't, you know, actually it's the Arabic word says that when Allah he made their ship go over the water, the ship covered the face of the earth and the top of the mountains, you see. طفت على رؤوس الجبال. Let me put it for those who speak Arabic to assure that we are not making things up. Here we go. حتى طفت على رؤوس الجبال, until it covered the head of the mountains. In the Google translation is not coming right. But anyway, here they are quoting you for you, the Quran, the interpretation, the scholars, all of them, they agree that all the earth, the flood happened all the earth, and it covered all the mountains. Read carefully. In the story of the prophet, blah, 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 it says that the land in length was filled, facilitated, and sorrow, and mountains, and the mountains too, everything, you know. In the book of, actually here translation is for the book of Ibn Kathir, where it says وَأَمَّا طُوفَانُ الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا طُولَهَا وَعَرْضُهَا. Let me go take it to Arabic. وَجِبَالَهَا وَقِفَارَهَا, and the mountains and what is empty of the earth. وَرِمَالَهَا, and its sand, and nothing left of the earth is not covered by water. Nothing small, nothing big. Do you see it? And this is the book of Qisas al-Anbiya Ibn Kathir. Actually, we can do right now here search for this in Google, and we will find the book with the page number. You know? See all those Islamic pages saying the same. This is the book of Al-Bidayah and Al-Nihaya, volume number 1, page number 127, without opening. Here we go. So as you see, the Muslims, they lie to us, saying that we Muslims don't believe that the flood of Noah covered everything in the earth, when the fact all their Islamic books agree. And as you see, this is the fatwa, says yes, the flood of Noah covered everything, even the mountains. Even the mountains. It's a global flood, cover even the mountain. But in the comment of this guy, in his comment, he was saying that the Bible say that the flood was a global, while the Quran says it is regional. Now, did you ask yourself why this guy he said that? It's not his fault. Those Muslims are copy-paste people. Nobody read his books. They don't understand their religion. They are Muslims, but they have no idea what Islam is teaching, and this is why when they speak, they do poo-poo. And as you see, each time they say something, we laugh at it and we get it busted. And look what he said now. The problem is not only here. He says that all of this is disapproved by science. Did you see that? He said when the flood of Noah is worldwide, he said that this is disapproved by science. That means he disapproved the Quran too, by this statement. However, you are a liar. Even scientists, they agree. You can search right now. You will find that scientists agree that in a certain point of time, the whole earth was covered by, all of it, by water. All scientists agree that the whole earth was totally covered by water. So, and then, you know, he quote things which is really stupid. And, you know, I mean, if we go to Muslim website and see the Muslims claiming science, we will find that each one of those are stupid to the point you will die laughing. And you know what? In front of everybody, I'm not going to pick up all those to explain them. I have my books, Quran and Science. You can get it and read for, you know, read, educate yourself. Who is a Muslim want to choose from those things anything, and my duty to prove to you that this is a fraud? Anyone? Look, which one? Physiology, botany, biology, geology. All of this is in the Quran, a Muslim they claim. But when we check them one by one, we die laughing and we see how stupid Islam is. And you know, remember one thing. If Allah messed up in once, he messed up in all. As long the Quran is a holy book and everything there is by Allah. So if this God, he says something wrong in the Quran, it's enough to prove one wrong to prove the rest wrong. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim when I choose any of those? And my duty to show you right now, right here, that this is a fraud. Choose one. Anyone? Choose one, anyone. Which one? Which one? Geology, biology, embryology, Bible and Quran science. What is that? Choose which one? Which one? Which one? All is a fraud, all is a scam. Have you ever heard of a God who did not know how the baby is created? As an example, the Quran states that a human being, he have sex, and there is gushing fluid come from the man and the woman. And the gushing fluid of the man is coming from the backbone, that is his sperm. Have you ever heard of a stupid teaching like this, that a sperm is coming from a bone, and it's the backbone, the last bone in your spine? This is the teaching of Allah. And not only that, the woman, she have a sperm too, according to the Quran, and her sperm is thin and yellow, and it come from the location of the necklace in the chest. This is Ibn Kathir explaining the Quran to the Muhammadan, and he is their scholar, not mine. Let man see how he created. It's alerting man of his weakness and his origin. He's created from water, and then he continue. خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. He says, he is created from water gushing forth, meaning sexual fluid that come bursting forth from the man and the women. So this is orgasm, obviously, right? The Quran claims that the baby is coming from the orgasm of both. Orgasm, note, the orgasm, the gushing forth fluid from the man and the women. Thus the child produced from both of them by permission of Allah. So it's a gushing forth water. So the women, she have a gushing forth water, the man have a gushing forth water, and Muhammad saying clearly that this is a sexual fluid come from both of them, the man and the women, and that will make the baby. And then he said, proceeding, what is the proceeding? The gushing forth fluid. This is a continuous sentence. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. The backbone of who? The man. And the ribs of the women. So the word here between is not about between one body part. It's about, or let us say, one space and one man, one person, speaking about the two gender, between the man and the women, the gushing fluid. The gushing fluid of the man is coming from his backbone. The gushing fluid of the woman coming from her ribs, specifically the top ribs next to the neck, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman, which is referring to her chest. So women, she have orgasm, and that orgasm is coming from the top of her chest. And the Muslims are making tons of websites speaking about science in the Quran. Do you see it? Unblock apostate, prostate. Who is this? Make a new name and call me. Who is this guy? Apostate state. I block. If I block him, that means he's a kid. The clear sign of somebody being blocked only if he is a kid. If he is adult, I don't block him. And actually, I am not in Skype right now, but here we go. I will go in Skype. Mr. Apostate, whatever your name. Are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? Apostate? Is he a Muslim? Answer me, please. And look, the second we start talking to them, they don't answer. They go deep, you know, they go sleep now. He can call me liar, no problem. So what? Are you there, apostate? Here we go. We are asking for you now. Are you there? Hello? Huh. Yeah, he was a brave. The second we mention his name, is dead. Yeah, they are kids. All right, I will not go on Skype then. Actually, I noticed like when we set up for going live, I see Muslims coming in the chat. The second I say hello, guys, the Muslims stop texting. They go, disappear. They were debating the Christians, calling them names, laughing at them, etc. The second I say, you know, whatever I say, they are dead. They are not there. Okay, I say, okay, guys, see you. The second I say see you, I'm watching the chat. They come back to chat again. It's like little mice, you know. I leave, they come. I come, they leave. I mean, and what you would debate me about? It's in front of you. Your name is Imam Murrah? Guys, his name is Imam Murrah. You are the guy who said to him, if I show you Imam Murrah, is it true? What you would do? He changed the topic. He didn't want to talk about it no more. This is one of the victims of Fifi. You know, by the way, Fifi, he made a video and David Wood was answering it. And, you know, I was like walking, you know, I walk every day, just like, you know, sport. He was saying that Prophet Muhammad is in the Bible. For it says 10,000 Holy One will walk with Muhammad. But Muhammad did not go to Mecca with 10,000, you fraud, like your Prophet. Muhammad, he went to Mecca with 12,000. Coward that like their Prophet. They have no dignity. Go right now and search. You don't need a Christian prince. How many thousand they went and they occupy Mecca with Muhammad? You will find they are 12,000. So look how desperate they are. They are even corrupting their own history. Their books says it clearly. 12,000 they went with the Prophet. In their video they say 10,000. Why they are lying? Right? Brother, are the Qudsi hadith or Allah word? Muhammad, he claimed that those hadith supposedly Allah word, but how you know, this is another stupidity. How this is from Allah, and it's called Qudsi, which means holy, and it's hadith. Shouldn't be in the Quran. That's mean the holy book of Allah is not only the Quran. You know what I mean? The second you call the hadith holy, that's mean now we have holy beside the holy. So now we have two books of holy, the hadith and the Quran. So can we call the hadith Quran too? If yes, why it's not Quran? Right? Do we have any Muslim want to say anything to us? Anyone? Yeah, only in the mathematics of Muslims, 10,000 plus Muhammad is 10,000, plus 2 is 10,000. What this is mean 12,000 and Muhammad. No, the Muslims, they say that the Quran is holy, right? The Quran is holy. Now, for sure, we have to agree that the Quran is very holy. I mean, if not holy, why the Quran is speaking about, you know, big boobs, and this is holy boobs, you know? We have to admit here, the book of holy boobs. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Anyone? Adriel, are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? In this channel, we take only call from Muslims. Are you a Muslim? Don't repeat yourself, please. Do we have any Muslim have anything to say about what we said? Anyone want to refute us? Are you saying nothing good absolutely about Islam? You see, when we say nothing good or nothing, you know, I mean, to make it simple, in order to say what is good and what's bad, we have to define what is good. So, if I say to you, it's good to wash your hands after killing me, I mean, is that good? So, washing hands is good. Killing me, is it? This is what Islam is about. You know what I mean? So Islam focus in small things, make it as important, and the horrible thing in the Quran, they say it's not, it's okay. So a Muslim, he speak to you about Islam forbid us from eating pork, but Islam did not forbid you from raping women. So which one is more important? Eating pork or raping women? Islam forbid us from drinking wine, but Islam allow you to have sex with the children. Which one is important? A person who drink wine, he do nothing wrong, or a man who is 50 years old, 54 years old like Muhammad, having a sexual desire for a 6-year-old girl? So when we say good and bad, this is a horrible statement to even to use, because you know what is good and what's bad. This is what is important. You know, we have to look for what is really harmful and what is really useful, and then we will find that Islam is a harmful religion. What is useful in Islam? You tell me. Putting a woman inside a case in a degree which is you can be cooked inside that veil. Saudi Arabia is one of the hottest countries in the world, and the women, she have to wear a black veil, not only any veil, she have to be black. Inside that veil you will be cooked. And imagine now, like now people, they have cars and fancy cars because of the oil, air condition, but before, how those people live? You know what I mean? Islam is teaching us, the Muslim, they say women is like jewels. Right? Women is like jewel, but you divorce them and you throw them in the street as you wish, and you beat them. What kind of a book says beat your wife? Right? What kind of a book that says beat your wife? Islam is a racist cult. What kind of God he says that Allah will never allow anyone to enter his heaven unless he is white? You tell me. What is the logic in that? Chapter 3, verse 106, chapter 3, verse 107. Why I want to go to heaven, I have to be white. What's wrong with me being black? What is the problem? Even women in heaven, they have to be extremely white, transparent, to the point you can see through the marrow of their bones. Why? Why I have to be in such a way? Huh? Any Muslim have explanation? What is the connection? I'm just trying to understand the connection. And the funny, the Muslim, they say that Muhammad, he made a statement. He says there's no difference between white and black and free and slave. That's a fabricated story. It's not coming from a sahih, authentic story. And here you see the hypocrisy of Muslims. If we mention to them from the same book, the Muslim, they quote that the story is the same book where I quote a story that Muhammad ordered to kill a man for his jealousy. He was jealous from him. the Muslim, they say, this book is not authentic for us. So when they want, they say, so if I quote it from different book, even it's different book, and it's authentic, they will say, oh, this book is not authentic too. So it doesn't matter where you quote it from, the book is not authentic, for the story is horrible. Now why I'm going to be white in heaven? In the day some faces will become white and some faces will become black. Chapter 3 verse 106, Tafsir Ibn Kathir. In the day of resurrection, when the faces followers of the Sunnah and the Jama'ah will radiate with whiteness, and the faces of those who they are of bid'ah, innovation, division will be darkened. Okay, and those who their faces become black, to them we will say, did you reject after accepting? And those whose faces became white will be in Allah's mercy. Do you see it? Guys, I heard Fairuz, he left Islam. I am happy for him, good for him. Yeah. Well, I can tell he left Islam since, you know, he texts me in Skype. He says, I agree with you. I can't, you know, I don't want to show you his text, but he knew if he's there. From yesterday, after I tried to call him, he texts me, he says, I agree with you. You know, that's it. I know, but from the same second, I know that the guy, he left Islam. Happy for him, no problem. If I want to talk about everybody says he left Islam, who texts me, we will be spending the day. We are not the same as Muslims. They make videos of this guy and that guy to make it propaganda. We have people leave Islam left and right. So, faces will become white. Why? Because they believe in Allah. Why? Anyone can tell us? Why faces will become black and faces will become white? Me, Christian Prince, I will become black. Finally, I got my wish. I want to be black. What's wrong with being black? According to Islam, being black is being bad. This is the teaching of the faith in Muhammad. Do you see it? And the Muslims, they claim that they are anti-racism, when Islam is the biggest racist cult in the history. And all the African American and all the African who've been brought as slaves to Europe and to America were captured by Muslims and sold by Muslims in North of Africa. If you do not know history, go and read. Actually, there's a story about an animal. It's called a jassasa. I don't know how many of you knows about it. You see, I share with you what is important. We cannot share everything because it's English. If you go to the chapter of An-Naml, chapter 27, verse number 82, Muhammad speak about a jassasa, which is a beast will come down from the earth. And this jassasa is going to have a stick of Moses and the ring of Solomon. Let us see. Here we go. And the beast will emerge from the earth, and with it will be the staff of Moses and the ring of Suleiman. And then it will strike the nose of disbelievers with the staff, and it will make it the face of the believer bright with the ring. Until the people will gather to eat together, they say, recognize, oh, believer, disbelievers, which mean in the judgment day, Allah will make people two colors, white and black. Believers are white, disbelievers are black. Let us continue. It will strike the nose of disbelievers with the ring, and will make the face of the believer bright with the staff, until when the people gather for the meal, they will say to one another, O believer, O disbeliever. It was also recorded by Ibn Majah and Ibn Jurayj, reported by Az-Zubayr, etc., described the beast. He said, this is a description of the beast. And if you read the description, you will find that Muhammad is copying somewhere, somehow, from something in the Bible, for those who know the Bible very well. Its head like the head of a bull, its eyes like the eyes of a pig, the ears is like the ears of elephant, its horn are like the horn of a stag, and it is neck like the neck of an ostrich, its chest like the chest of a lion, its collar like the collar of a tiger, its haunches like the haunches of a cat, its tail like the tail of a ram. Simply Allah, He put all the animals in a cocktail machine and He mixed them together. All right? And then, but what's important for us is, it will bring out the staff of Moses and the ring of Solomon. There will be no believer without making a white spot in his face. This is physically, not metaphorically. And this white spot, he will hit you in your face if you are a Muslim. And this white spot will spread until his face is shiny white as a result. Do you see it? You see how racist this cult? And there will be no disbeliever left without making a black spot on his face, which will spread until his face is black as a result. Do you see it? Is that a Christian Prince statement? This is Ibn Kathir. Right? Do you see it? Is that a statement of racism? Absolutely. All disbelievers, Allah will make them African, black, as a penalty according to the faith of Allah. All those who they are believers, Allah will make them European white. Who said that? The Quran. What do you say? For me, I believe truly that this is absolutely a fraud, and there is no difference between people black and white. You know, it's you. You know them from their fruit. There's a black person, he can be good. There's a black person, can be bad. The same for the white people. The same for the Asian people. I don't care who you are. If you are good to me, you are a good person. If you are not, you are not. This is why the Lord, He says, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their color. You do not know people from their color. You know, I have people who they were black and they were good to me as my family and even better. You know, and I have white people who've been bad to me as if they are enemy. But not all, you know, I'm saying some of the white, some of the black can be here or there. But saying that God will reward the believers, make them white, and He will punish the disbelievers by making them black, that is really horrible. I've been all over the world. I went to Asia, I went to Middle East, I went to Arab countries, many of them. You know, Europe, America, you name it. I met all kind of people. Friendly, nice, rude, bad, garbage, trashy, you name it. But never was about color. I remember once I was in England, I have a neighbor. I say to him, good morning, he don't answer me. I don't know why. I go on him in the elevator. He's a white man. He don't answer me. Maybe he think he's higher than me. I don't know. There's a person who's black person who go with me in the elevator. We shake hands. How are you? We have good time. But does that mean I can say all white people like that? No, I met many white people. They are very wonderful, very nice. What does this have to do with this? I have a neighbor once. I left my house and the garage did not close. The door of the garage is stuck. My poor neighbor, who is a black person, he put his chair in the front of my garage door. It was cold. Until I came back. I find the guy sitting in front of my home. I said, what are you doing here? He said, well, you left your garage open. I was afraid somebody will get in. I mean, imagine, guys. He's worried about my house, and he moved a chair, and he said, well, you don't go inside behind the door. There is a thing you hit, it will close it. He said, I was afraid somebody will say, I will get inside your house. So he's afraid to get in to close the door. He's afraid to leave, and somebody will get inside the house. And this is my black neighbor. Wonderful person. So, anyone who judge people by their color, he do not know really what color mean. Because your color is your fruits. It's not your skin. Why dark spot in the face of the Muslims? Actually, this is fabrication. The Muslims, they do that in order to show you that there are people who pray a lot. I remember when I was a kid in school, I used to go to a Muslim kid. He come to my house, I go to his house. So we were sitting, and his father, he had little rock. He hit his head with the rock. Let me show people what I'm talking about. So he was hitting his forehead with the rock, little rock, and I said to him, "Why your dad is doing that? He's crazy. I mean, why somebody will hit his head with little rock, you know?" He says no, but he wants people to know that he is praying a lot. You notice that all those who they are Muslim Brotherhood, they do their best to have that spot, and even some of them, they use kind of like what they call it, like, you know, the one you color your hair, but it's to color the skin, you know. So they will have that in their forehead, and that supposedly will prove that they are praying a lot. They bow down a lot. They put their head in the floor a lot, you know. So they color their hair, you know, because now you can do that. You can get some kind of coloring, will color your skin, and will make you supposedly a true believer for you praying a lot. Let us see if I can find. Yeah, this here, but it's not clear really. Yeah, those are the peaceful Muslim Brotherhood. You will see in the top of their head. I'll try to find better picture. You will see here. Here. See it? Here. Peaceful, by the way. Very peaceful people. I mean, you can tell, you know, that this guy is carrying a small sword. The other guy is carrying a pipe, you know. Very happy people, by the way. The second you become a Muslim, you are a very happy person. Right? Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, this is always, you know, it's their fraud. It's a society of hypocrisy, where they speak about being believers, but if you go and deal with, just do business with them, you will see that they will see the fraud. They borrow money, they don't pay you back. They cheat in everything. I mean, if you want to know what cheating is, buy things from Turkey. Go to Turkey and learn what cheating is. They cheat. If you go to a restaurant, they cheat in the bill. If you actually, I don't know. I mean, you can go watch about scams, you know. And who is the one who do scams? Even in Europe, even in Europe. Uh, anyway, so guys, I think we are done for today. Not many people knows that I'm online. I think this is why we don't have a big number, because we did not inform you that we are going to be live. But we answer this liar, and we get him busted with no mercy. Everything he claimed that it is in our book, we found that it is in his book, not in ours. This is what Islam is. Islam is a stinky religion, and they think by adding some perfume, we will not see the garbage. You know what I mean? They think. Yeah, this is why if you want to get notification, it's better if you subscribe to Patreon, because Patreon will send you an email, not like YouTube. Will send you email to your email saying Christian Prince have an event. All right. So if you subscribe to Patreon, Patreon will give you an alarm. Same time, you do not need to donate to be, you know, subscribing in Patreon. Many people think that people who they are there, actually the majority of those people who subscribe to me in Patreon, they don't donate any penny. You know, the one who do that is very few number between them. So you do not need to donate. No, for sure we need the support of people, but I am here to do my free mission. It's free, and whatever people they give, it is their choice. So you can subscribe to Patreon, and when I post I'm going to go live, you'll receive a notification from Patreon. YouTube, they censor us. YouTube is not in favor of our videos. I never saw YouTube was being fair with anyone as a Christian, especially if he's attacking Islam, and you know that, you know. One of the reasons actually I cannot have my videos on YouTube because of YouTube. I mean, have you ever heard of a person? He have thousands of videos, but they are not in his page. Why? Because YouTube is all over me. Right? Will you debate Shabir Ali? Shabir Ali is just a kid. He don't dare to debate me. And he ran away from debating me. Actually, we scheduled a debate in the ABN TV, and, you know, he ran. He sent them an email saying he apologized, he is busy with his PhD. Suddenly he became, and since then he became busy. Shabir Ali is the easiest to crush, actually. He's not even he's no one. Actually, once somebody sent me a video before where somebody asked him, would you be willing to debate Christian Prince? He said, he starts saying high leak, low leak, whatever. He's, you know, afraid. He's afraid. You know? Many people they knew, especially those who they have a business in it called Islam, that debating me can be the end of their career. The same as Mimi Hijab. Mimi Hijab, he have no problem to debate David Wood because he can fabricate. He can say to him, you don't know Arabic, you don't know, etc. But the second we say to Mimi Hijab, he asked, who want to debate? Who you want me to debate? They say the Christian Prince, Christian Prince. So now the majority of Muslims, they say to him, okay, Christian Prince, please debate Christian Prince. So what he did, because now he is in trouble. So he set up a time. He have a few videos, he edited them, and he did not debate me. Did you say that? Did you say, hang up on him? Hang up on him. I did not talk. He's afraid. He's terrified. So they prepare to talk to me. They have like 5 or 6 people in the other side to play a short video of me saying that. And you say, did you say that? The second I start talking, he hang up on me. Why? Because they are terrified. Big fat liar. Never all my life I contact him.
Prince.
Yeah, he said that I contacted him to debate him. That's not true. I never contacted him. Never, never. If I contacted him, I would like to see him show us the email. I never did that. He said I contacted him to debate him. I never did that. It's ABN. They contact me. ABN contact him. They said, do you want to debate Christian Prince? He said, sure. I said, no problem. And then when he heard that who is a Christian Prince, he backed down.
Thank you very much.
The question was?
The mic right there. Hello? Yeah, I just came to ask the $1 million question. Shabir, when will you ever debate Christian Prince? Thank you very much.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know Christian Prince, he is a personality who has been operating some sort of an internet radio broadcast as far as I can remember. He contacted me a long time ago.
What a big fat liar. I want you to show an email from me to you. I never contacted you, you liar. Shame on you.
Asking if I would debate him, and I said yes, and then...
He said yes. Did you see? He said yes. But it's not me. I did not contact him. This is ABN TV. And then he went and he bought my book. And I made a video about it. And then, yeah, this will happen. He bought my book. The second he saw my book, he decided not to debate me. No. As simple as that. And after he got my book, he told them, I am busy with my PhD. Since then, he is busy.
Shabir, when will you ever debate Christian Prince? Thank you very much.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know Christian Prince, he is a personality who has been operating some sort of an internet radio broadcast as far as I can remember. He contacted me a long time ago asking if I would debate him, and I said yes, and then eventually I bought his book.
See, he even mentioned it here. Eventually, I bought his book. Hey, by the way, why Shabir Ali did not make any video against my book? Did you ask yourself? Why somebody he claimed to be a scholar, he bought my book, he did not refute it. He bought my book, he noticed that he is no match. He was preparing himself to debate me, that's why he bought my book. Yeah, and why you bought my book right away when they said to you, debate Christian Prince? Because he bought the book 2 days after they asked him to debate me, and he agreed. You know, 2 days after. After he bought my book, he called him, he said no.
And then I don't want to say anything about him because he's not here, but following from the correspondence and the way things were going, I felt that, you know, people, as you play ball, you play in certain leagues, right? You play in junior league, you play, you know, you advance from that and so on. I felt that we were not in the same league.
We are for sure.
So maybe he's in a higher league than I am, and God knows what is the truth of this. But I felt.
Yeah, it's all excuses, so he will not do it. Anyway, who cares? So, you see, I never said no to anyone. All those who claim they want to debate me, where are they? Actually, they are fabricating excuses, like we debate you, we are willing to debate you, but face to face. What is face to face about? People, they want my answer and your answer. What's your face? Right? So I never said no to anyone. Never. Have you ever seen me saying no to anyone who debate me? We take even call from potatoes. I mean, people who never heard of. We open Skype, says who want to call me, anyone can call me. He can call me, you can call me, anyone can call me. And actually, not only that, we say no Christian can call us, just to give opportunity for Muslims to call. Right? So when people, they make excuses, obviously they are terrified and they have their reason. It's okay, no problem. Yeah, different levels, yeah. Well, everybody can know the different levels. Anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. I hope you have a good time and you learn. And as you see, Islam is a very easy religion to destroy, not only to debunk. But the problem is if you have knowledge or not. And that's what we are doing here. I hope you guys are taking reference. When we post link, you save them. You know, you make folder for your links so you don't be confused later when you want to fight them. Like make a folder for women right, folder for Quran and science, folder for in your bookmark in your browser. It's very important that we don't waste our time, but we learn, because we are here to teach, not to laugh. Yes, we laugh. It's a good time to have a family, to have a friends from around the world. You know, if you see how much, you know, how many people contact me, and how many people really they love to support what I do, it's amazing. It's so beautiful. And that's why I say to you, color mean nothing. I am an Arab. Those who support me, they are black, they are white, they are Asian. They are from everywhere. They have different culture, they have different color, they have different look. They have the different culture, you know, I mean, everything is different. But all of us, we are joined together as a force of love. For Christ, He unites us. Not force of killing. We are not making an army to attack neighbors because they are different from us. We are making an army to do charity to the neighbors. And one of the best charity you do is to share the truth so you can save them. And then the rest of the charity come, like feeding them, taking care of them, etc. But the biggest charity a human being can give is to share the truth, because we die because of our ignorance, literally. Why people they are dying because of corona? Because we are ignorant about it, how we can find it. So ignorance is our enemy. We are not fighting with Muslims. We don't want to fight with Muslims. We don't want to have war with Muslims. That is not, will never be our intention. We want the truth. We want to fight ignorance. Yesterday I posted a video on Instagram where Muslim, Sunni and Shia are shooting at each other in Beirut because the Shia insulted Aisha. They call her bad names, like she is a prostitute. A sheikh, he says she is the same as Israel. The army of Aisha is the army of Israel and America. So the Muslim Sunni, they start shooting at the Shia, and the Shia starts shooting at the Sunni. You know, ignorance is making them killing even each other, not only want to kill us. So we want Muslims to love each other, and we want Muslims and Christians to love each other, because at the end of the day, we should not be promoting hatred as the Quran teaches in 5:14. We should be promoting love, for love can be a solution. You don't have to agree with me, but if you reach the point you can love the person who don't agree with you, that's mean you are following the true God. If that God is not helping you to reach the point that you can love the person who you don't agree with, obviously your God is the devil. You know what I mean? My God, he made me reach the level I can love those who don't love me. That is my God. Can your God do that? If it's true, show it. This is why the Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. Not from their names, not from their color. They can be black, they can be white, they can be whatever they are. It is your fruits, my friend, will define who you are. And me as a Christian prince, you know, actually the more I became close to the Lord, I am a better person. You know, when I was young, I was a troublemaker. I used to fight. If I see two people fighting in the street, I join the fight. I don't know why they are fighting. I join it. I don't know even what the problem. You know, I just joined the fight. I remember once there was a guy fighting two guys. I jumped in the fight, taking the side of one guy against the two guys. And then when we finished the fight, the guy, he said to me, do I know you? I said, no. Do you have to? So why you join, defend me? I said, you know, you are alone. You are alone fighting against two. That's all. I don't know what the fight is about. I have no idea what they are fighting. And both of them, they are Muslims. The one who's alone is a Muslim, and the other two, they are Muslims. I joined the fight with the guy who's alone, just because he's alone. It's not fair. You know? So I used to be a person. Today I'm a different person, and the Lord will make me a better person maybe tomorrow. I pray for that. So God, he changed. God, he changed people. He changed the heart of people. He changed the behavior of people. He changed the way you see things, the way you feel things, the way you practice things. So you know, I don't like to fight with anyone. I can be, you know, a person you don't want to play with, but I don't like fighting with anyone. You know, I avoid fighting with anyone, and I use my brain to avoid that fight. Because fighting at the end of the day, I mean, there is no winner. You know, I mean, this is stupid. A human being, when he do the fighting, is stupid. It's like, okay, what you do at the end of the day, both of you will end in jail. So what you accomplish, nothing, right? It's not really smart movement. However, if you have to defend yourself, then you have to defend yourself. What you can do, this is something you could not avoid. This is a different story. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. I'm going to make some coffee before I start working on my book, which is going to be published soon in Portuguese. For those who speak Portuguese, I have Deception of Allah and Quran and Science will be published in Portuguese very soon. And soon later, we are going to publish a few books. Those are for free. As an example, Deception of Allah in the Indonesian language is going to be out soon for free. And we have more books to be published too for free. So more people will see the truth, and the truth will set them free. And for sure, when I say for free, you know, I mean, I'm doing my best, but doesn't mean that I am a rich person who do not need money. But I prefer that people, you know, support me and giving the book for free for those who cannot afford it anyway. And the little we get from people who support what we do is enough, and the Lord is our provider. So I'm very thankful for those who support us. For if you do that, you will make us able to give books for free now and in the future. So thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and until we see you soon again. Christ is our Lord, our Savior. He is the one and the only one we trust, and no other name we can trust. No human, nobody, no bishop, no pope, no priest, no Muhammad, no prophet. There's all men are sinners, and only God is pure. He is the one who never changed, and he will not change, and he is the one to trust. You put your trust in a human, you are a fool. And I say, as I say always, if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? Or as some they say, how foolish are you? Thank you. Christ is Lord, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.